Rising to each and every one of you. I bring in good tidings from the Most High God, the God of the universe, the Creator that was never created, the one that seeth the ending from the beginning, the one that seeth a thing and it coming to pass, in whom the foundation of this world were laid. My next prayer for you today, my brethren, is suffering, is that you are totally well in all your ways. That you have been able to survive, or God will give you the enthusiasm and the strength and the resilience to face the task ahead of us. The storm is upon us. And it's hard time every one of us need to roll up our sleeves and get prepared for what is to come. I told us before now, it's survival of the fittest. I'm not a warmonger. Rather than I'm the prophet of the Most High God, and was empowered by the God of our ancestors, and our ancestors today, they know me by my name, whether you like it or not. So I have something important to share with us today. Being on the 24th of September, Tuesday, 2024, the very month Christ were killed in our state. So please share among your friends. You know, I warned us before now. There was something spectacular I told us about. That we should not open door for the devil. You know, I begin to think, God, this don't work what you said. My ancestors told me, your ancestors also, because I'm their masterpiece. Newton, my son, someone opened door for the devil. That was the book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 19. He said, if you are willing and obedient, you will eat the fruit of the land. What some of the things that will make you get disconnected from the source of your energy? It is disobedience. I'm not going to be going detail. There's something that have exposed us to this very mess. There's something that have exposed us to this very mess. So, God have mercy upon us. I'm going to be giving us some certain criteria, what and what we must have to do ahead of what is to come. I think there's a video circulating right now, how Gate of Hell. The by phone, I've not finished up watching the video anyway. But the about 1 minute I've watched inside, I think I've been able to, in summary, through frequency, energy and vibration and consciousness, I've been able to know what is wrong. That they buy phone, these are address phones to be able to track some of our farmers. So that they will target them and call them to order. In order to want them to stop producing food. And I told us, I think David Osenige can bear my weakness. He always follows us in most of our brokers here. That how Big Gate pay farmers in Europe and America for them to stop farm produce in order to enable us to hunger and die. But President Donald J. Trump, which one of our biggest physical allies all over the world, the commander-in-chief, fight so hard to make sure that during his time, he empowered more farmers. Just the same way APC in Edo State, they are funding talks. So while other parties are also trying to see how they can also create peacemakers that can calm them down, that's the world we are in. And right now, if you want to buy, you go sit back, buy. Iyaji met him wefan or work on me wefan. And I'm going to be telling you some of the reasons why Edo State election was ranked. Was ranked so that you'll be exposed to danger. I think I told you before why I've been on Hoisi. I told you that they are coming for you. They are already at your doorstep. You can see the atmospheric condition, but we will protect as many who want to be protected. I made a video yesterday. Ancient Father, ancient water, ancient forest, the power that control the heavens and the earth. I declared yesterday that we are in a different dimension. We just started yesterday a different session of activism, and we are going to start collecting names. As many who you know that is on leeching, write their name, just get only their picture. Any name where you know they know, snap their Facebook name, more descendant. I'm going to be submitted because we want to make sure we protect our innocent people. They are going to unleash on them, nothing can stop it. If you watch what is happening in federal, it's just that most of us we does not think. We does not think. We doesn't know how to calculate. We are not critical thinker. Being that I was committed to this very mission, I will not open door for devil in my own department. I will try to do as much as I can to make sure we brought 1 or 2 persons to book. I've never seen where you won election, then your opponent no enter Bini. Agboana. When does it started? Let's even assume Amito politics. We won election in 2020 in a landslide. I, for one, I never threatened anybody. I'm the most powerful man on earth you can talk about today. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Then you will know if I'm sent by God, I'm just only talking. I've never one day, all I've done is to make sure everybody's fine. Be that you guys grab up the power to kill our people, you will not succeed. You must be brought to justice. So for those of you who have not shared, please share this very broadcast among your friends. This is no longer time for talking. This is time for action. This is no longer time for talking. This is time for action. That's why it is very, very imperative that we start collating names with their Facebook name and every other thing. It must be submitted. All these people, they are terrorist organizations. And they need to be treated as one. We don't have to wait for trumpet to do everything. No. A trumpet in Irene, the only we are able to collate. Because I told her right from time, only what will save you here, stand by the truth. For many of you that if you go and die, the shoot is going to add that a shade or as an emblem to protect you against the danger that is coming. If you like, go and be doing psychophancy. If you like, don't open up your heart and let God know that you are sincere. That was why what is playing right now, it was scripted. A time came when the anger of death want to unleash on the people. God told Moses, tell my people to kill a ram and use that same blood to stain their doorposts. He said, when the angel of death see it, it will pass over. Only what God have told me so far that Newton, tell your people to stand by the truth irrespective. That was going to save you for what's coming. You have been exposed to danger. When Brafa go into armed struggles, you never know that they are coming for you. The election was not just ranked, just for rigging sake. The election was ranked, manipulated. Now, the person they brought for you, who is the person? I forget Obaseki. I don't get business with Obaseki again. This is not about a chapter of Imagina. We are not here to say justice for Obaseki. No, I won't do that. I will not say justice for Obaseki. The line of activism, Mahmoudi Ayena. That one is gone. But what we need to pray for, we need to pray for mercy, for God to send out Joshua. If I know you won't send this video because he may go now. He may go and not be tagging and lying. You won't share this video because the metalona na yeke o waluwa ya inattentive. You know, I have what tagona. Oh, Mayaji now. The video people are not sharing right now. I said about it before that they are coming for us. Our food and water is poisoning. That is a joke. Please, if you are watching, help us share, please. If you are watching, please help us share. I think I have to comment this very broadcast so that maybe later in the day I do this very sharing. 10 minutes is gone, and I have a lot of things to talk about. I'm going to dance here, dance there, you know, as I'm led. I will introduce the topic right now, and I begin to tell you how it looks like. The number we are seeing is not fine. We want to see a born-again number. We want to see people watching. And recently, despite video, I want to appreciate as many of us who have been effortlessly, sharing our videos, to make sure we promulgate this very gospel of redemption and salvation. Very, very important. I told you before, now we are in this together, not because there's a problem, because we must have to make sure we fight and protect our people. We have to make sure we fight and protect our people, because they are unleashing us already. So what we get to do is to put down a proactive measure. Then I'm going to be in parable, telling you one or two things of what transpired. I warned us several times with that number, do not open door for the devil. And our leader, they don't watch our video. They doesn't watch our video because we doesn't have money. They doesn't watch our video because they look at us as sacrifice. They doesn't watch our video because they also underestimated us as who is these ones. They thought we are noisemaker. We are not noisemaker. We are not noisemaker. We know what we are doing. We have a very huge role to play in what is happening right now. A very huge role we have to play in what's going on in our state. So please, if you are watching, don't hesitate to share. The number we are saying is not fine. And let's do it a born again number, please. Shall invite your friends. If they want to hear, let them hear. If not because we stupidly went to go and open door for the devil, this thing will not happen. They opened door for the devil. Please, as you are watching, make sure you share. Despite Facebook, see they do their own, because this is they go up and down, But if we share massively, it will also be of a very big help, We have switched our activism right now. We are in a different reign, and this very reign is more sophisticated. That's why it is good in most of the time you say some right things. This man that says not going to be doing a Luther continuum. After watching my video for several times right now, he changed his mind yesterday. This is the most powerful platform in the world, recognized by the God of our ancestors. Because if you make yourself available, God will make you able. But my next prayer is for God to give us Joshua. My next prayer for God, we need Joshua. That it was scripted. It comes to a time when Moses disobeyed God on one occasion, and there is a disobedience already found out by me. Breaking news from here, Edo State election 2024. I warned us before now, do not open door for the devil. It was a very clear warning. You have been totally exposed to danger. Make preparation to protect yourself for what is to come. You have to make preparations to protect yourself of what is to come. And now, let me first of all give us a brief explanation. If you watch the guy they are bringing in, and I told us on several occasions that some of the things he said, not that the guy is making mistakes. There is something pushing this guy to reveal to you any of these things they discuss, so that you will be aware. Is it only God David or 7 that is here? What the rest of us doing? So we can't comment. The rest of us cannot come out, cannot do, cannot clean up alike. Or do you think I'm speaking jargons here? What the rest of us doing? The only comment I've been seeing since is David Osevigi. All those things help a video, please. If it's only right done, be writing, be writing. If it's only right done, you can be writing it. Very, very important. How can close to about 20 people watching it right now? We just started and there's only one comment that is on the screen. Is it that it's only him one that needs freedom? Or in carrying for contract? I can't get it. All this comment is also a part of the struggle. We also use it to fight. Now, there will not be time for me to start playing all these things for us. One, he said, I'm going to be bringing security. It was what they had in the meeting. It was not just a mistake. Now, there are times you make some certain mistakes. You will correct immediately. Please, sorry, it's a slip of tongue. Look at what I wanted to say. Look at how aggravated that word is. This, you are only just going to talk for about 2 minutes. If you look at how they rush the talk, mistake fit day. This is advocacy. When it comes to you addressing people, you have to make sure that if there is any blunder, you have to correct it immediately. Did you ever see any video that all these guys will now say, okay, now maybe the same campaign, they will give him back again. Please, sorry, I wanted to say I will bring security. Mistakenly, I say security. As soon as he say it, he leave it in the air without any apology. Even the 5 people that they sacrificed, did you hear it from them that we were sorry, or they did a press conference about it, that this thing was not a deliberate act? It was also the same PDP that put it upon their head. First Lady was there, Bessie Obaseki were there, paid the family a condolence visit. Aswan Godaro were there, paid the family a condolence visit. Did you see them do it? Tell me how many mistakes this guy have made that you later see that they corrected it. Even when he was even accused, where's the First Lady? He never said, okay, now let me also try and, just do it and, bring in First Lady to Channel Television or this Rufai station. He did not. Because they have a target. When you are going to battle, you don't need to carry any excess load along yourself. Because they are coming for battle. That's why they don't want you to know their wives. So that you don't hold their wife responsible. Even those children you feel that they are their children, maybe by now they are already in abroad. Maybe by now those children you feel that they are Viviere, the first person, is just a form of disguise. Because what they are coming to come and do, no holds bar. No sign of woman saying, no, don't leech on the women. It will be signed. You see that after the election, he knelt down as a slave to his co-governor. What about when you shake with hands? Thank you very much, sir. He knelt down. Now, what kind of help did they render? And what are they trying to show to us here? That is to tell you that if you are calculative enough and you are sensible, you are no longer under this indoctrination and religion psychosis. You will vividly put the dots together and say, yes, these people, they are really coming for us. They have never one day reversed any of their word. Because they were so desperate in their campaign. At the long run, on the last fight, Oshomole said, he even indicted Dr. Aswan Igodaro, that he was the one that owned a plan where, just to make sure he scattered the name. Even when they went to the palace, according to the palace, whatever, they said that he lied. But there was a video then that also surfaced that I never allowed him. I quote. Let me allege this one. I quote. If not, you went to go and brought this Dangote. I never accepted the endorsement. But that was what was in Oshomole's head. Oshomole brought it in when he was trying to say, it's a general overseer for the Gwetwe. when we were trying to still lament, because the sea of lamentation, that I bring in a bad product, you want me bad. Now that I say, about that. That's a public disgrace on international scale. Now, if you watch the line, if you watch the line, now the more you yourself, Moses is gone. Moses is no longer there. But we are praying God to give us Joshua immediately. I'm giving you this one as an assignment. I'm not talking about Obaseki and I go. I'm not talking about Aswan and I go. But there is something that happened in the struggle that instanta. We need Joshua. Physically, Moses was no longer in the race. But through consciousness, he was still there. He's no longer going to lead again physically. Because there was a sin of disobedience. He opened door for the devil. By not following the instructions, which was fundamental by the God of our ancestors, given to him. That's why in life, if you are being given matter, be very, very careful. That's why I don't camp. I've never wanted to campaign for anybody for money. I prefer to yegbe for no than to say how much I work more than every other social media bourgeoisie in this whole world. Forget say that they trick my video. May they give up 15 minutes or let's say do program poster. Now where Nagle do evaluate with people that have no knuckleheads, removing incitement and being hypocritical of favoritism. Within 1 and 3 for the Onaja. Imare 1 and 3, 1 to 3 when where you know the very count election. You know, say that thing was ranked. Now I want to make her to say some scriptural verses of the Bible. I want to make her to say through some scriptural verses of the Bible. If you look at that Ephesians, I told us before. That Ephesians 4 verse 27. He said, neither give place to the devil. Because the reason why this thing were scripted, there was some of the things that happened to freedom fighters we are emulating today. People like Moses, who had on one occasion by disobedience. That was why it was also scripted in that Isaiah chapter 1 verse 19. He said, if you are willing and obedient, you will see the promised land and you will enter. I'm just giving you a different explanation right now. But the way it was scripted, he said, if you are willing and obedient, This thing was really a tug of war. They remove every person that's watching. I don't know. This is attack. This is not a normal whatever because the network here is fine. So let me also, very sorry for that breaking transmission. I was patient enough, that's why I could even wait and let you reconnect again. So by the grace of God, we'll finish up this very broadcast as it has been planned. As we intend to intensify activism, so all these aliens, they will also try by one way or the other to intensify the attack on us. But with our collective prayers and our collective efforts, standing side by side with each other, we can be able to triumph because the storm is upon us. The storm is upon us seriously. I've just quoted Ephesians 4 verse 27. He said, neither give place to the devil. Neither give place. It was a warning. Neither give place to the devil. Now you give place to the devil, but when God commits something to your hand, there are things your opponent do which you are not supposed to do. For example, your opponent, they go into human sacrifices. You are not supposed to do that. Now, at the time you indulge yourself into human, particularly what it's got to have to do with human being, killing human being for whatever sake, because this is how you have been doing it. Now, you have to distinguish what does God really need from you. You can offend the power in the money. There are power that control the money. There are power that control afternoon. There are power that control evening. There are also power that control night. At the time you went to go and tamper with, a child or somebody who has covenant with money, the money love that person. Afternoon love that person. Evening love that person. Night love that person. My dear brother. Ehun weke nesu. Oye na nati gate. Oye weke romini. Etateri akpa etinki. I'm going to be abbreviating what I'm saying right now. As I'm talking right now, it is not the same power that's in the night. But at the time the powers in the night see this very video and all the pronunciation I've made, they will also carry that very video, carry it to whatever meeting they are doing. That's why our activism are very effective. At the time, sometimes we are in the water, we are in the seashore, making pronunciation. Breeze go carry their own. Water will already do their own. They will send and come money. Everybody will collect their own inside. But at the time you went to go and do something, the people that were not supposed to beat you will not beat you. The protection of God upon your life, the shade will be taken away. Heaven and earth will unleash on you. The reason why you see me today, do you think these people, they would have not been able to saga me because I have not opened door for the devil? If I now begin to do otherwise, I now begin to pay politics, the power that would have protected me, who would have visited the person in the night that intend to saga me and do all manner of things. When they came out some months ago, I tend to post the person picture. Me, I just rock these people, you know. Then something told me to go and delete that picture. You are not the one to fight this very fight. I get the person that pasted that picture, you know me, it's imaginable. When I posted picture where I say, they put almost about 10 pictures. I was still doing my video. I didn't see my pictures there. I'm not trying to say I'm the most righteous person. Maybe at that point in time, the God of my ancestors or the powers who control that also department of photography, a picture and not distracted. Let me make sure Newton's picture is not there. Any of these persons that want to put it, maybe I swear who you. So what we are doing here right now, it is more spiritual than physical. That's why we have to be very, very careful. If we hear anything here, let us adhere to it. It's only a fool that will count my word what we tell on it. It's only a fool that will count my word what we tell on it. God is not going to be using a deboy because their hand is stained. All these pastors you are seeing, no one God is using to come and liberate you. If you are waiting for Jeremiah or Mortal Animal, he's going to be the one. No. Inside the ridiculous lies the miraculous. But as many that is ready to walk in the midst of the ridiculous, there will be miracle for you. What is ridiculous here? Who is Newton to come and say what's going to happen in Edo State? Who is Newton to come and say the trumpet will blow? Who is Newton to come and say we just want to keep person? Do you think if it was Adeboye, Oyedipo, man, no mention the man an idiot. This man we don't see that we fake it that also amen. TB Joshua and Suleiman say na the talk and say may you not take injection. You for not trying. No, you for not take now. You for not take. Truth to God, you for not take. You for not take like not get one bit. You would have been ready to fight to the end because you so much trust and believe in these people that they are closer to God. That's why underestimating people is the highest mistake you can make in life. You don't know the person that owes your blessing. At times, the package that will bring in a better blessing for you, not be DHL or UPSO. It go just be honorary local post. If they want to wrap and say, you don't even tear, but behold, when you open it, you see goodies inside. But most of the time, not all that are glitter are gold. All the people you were looking at, hey, you are waiting for Yedik, but where's our baby pastor? They've collected money, they paid them for you to be vaccinated. They collected the money. Only person that have not compromised in this whole war, in my activity, quote me anywhere, is community. Go and verify. Nothing make me compromise my value. That's why I call you brethren in suffering. Because we are in this together. But at the time we are able to succeed, the earth will not be for us then. Nothing good comes easily. So the only way you open door for the devil is disobedient. And disobedient to nature will make your life to be miserable. That's why the book of James chapter 4 verse 7, he said, resist the devil. Let me just read it to us. Let me read the part A, make I read that John and make it more for tick. You know, everything we are, it is scripted, the life we are living right now is scripted. He says, submit yourself then to God. He says, submit yourself then to God. That to say, submit yourself to the principle of freedom. Submit yourself to the book of Galatians 6 verse 7. Whatsoever a man sow, that he shall reap. Submit yourself to the book of Luke 6 verse 31. Do unto other likewise what you may want them to do to you. Get down. No matter how they may play, that's why I will never be a politician in my life. If I thought I'm also going to lead tomorrow, I'm going to lead as a patriot. If I tell you this coven, I'm coming to come and destroy it. If I tell you that this palace is useless, as I'm saying it now, even though when I'm captured tomorrow, be sent to Golgotha, I will still say, I'm not careful in this very issue. The same way Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego stood in Babylon. Remember, the land they worked was not their own. But there was a sense why they took that ground. Oh, ye king, we are not careful. We will not bow down. I will still say it to the king's face. I said, you go an idiot, you know. No, do your worst. I know when an ass translovo to become a spirit, I'm still going to do exploits. Because why I never opened up for the devil. Our struggle today, we are struggling because the people we least expected that we commit themselves to various ritualism, particularly what have to do with human ritual. They involve and indulge themselves in it. That's why we have not been able to get our freedom. The freedom we are supposed to get in 1 year, it will end up being 20 years. Because why someone compromises value. The coming of President Donald J. Trump, for example, if I don't reach you, do you know how many of the major generals in Pentagon, where don't fuck up? Do you know how many people where don't fuck up? You don't see this general, he doesn't go give information to the deep states. There was raiding where we lost about 12 Marines. Anytime I think about the gallant soldiers we have lost in protecting humanity, that's why we are like the watch Lord don't know. A lot of people did not really know why I'm not too much interested about too much riches for the now. That's why whatever it takes me to lay cost on any entity, if there's only that one I can do, I will do. Because my mates are in war from right now, busting different kind of people to bring them to book. 12 Marines died. For Donald Trump to lose single person when they died. But the mission they went for, they were told to succeed. Why? Because someone leaked the information. You still breathe today. You still, this air have not been polluted. Someone that is paid. Jesus Christ not pay anything for you. He has not done anything for you. It takes stupidity. The fourth prayer you prayed in the morning. Thank you, Jesus. You are an idiot. You are an idiot. It is your ancestors who sacrificed their life for you. Today they see hope. Wow, we are very lucky. The God of our ancestors be praised. We are patiently doing this very video and we will do it to the end. Nothing good comes easily. Right now, we are in our wilderness because we are in this together. Nobody pay me for this commitment. So whatever thing you can do to encourage this very page, do it. Let me also change the position a little. You see that nothing good comes easily in this, as far as this life is concerned. Until Bob Budian will be waiting. Yes, there is something wrong. Something is wrong. This is an attack. This is an attack. This one is not a normal thing to worry about. But we're going to keep on staying tuned. I think we are able to, you know, this thing they reduce the strength I have here to make sure I drop this very message the way it ought to be. And if you read that Ecclesiastes 10 verse 8, he said, whosoever that diggeth a pit will fall into it. Anyone that break the earth serpent to burn. and he breaking the edge, you are not going to just go and start call a fence or call a block. No. There are principles that are fundamentals. There are principles to fight for freedom. There are principles to make money. There are principles that will make you last longer in life. There are principles to make your business to boom. But the main principle here, if we must got our freedom, and you that is also fighting it. The reason why it was scripted, so that we don't make the same mistake Moses made. A lot of persons after they might have suffered, only one small instruction they were given. And don't expect that God is going to open heaven and begin to use megaphone to rule, and don't do this. At times the person they are going to send to give you the message, go to say it as a parable. The person they are going to send to tell you, this thing thou shalt not. He's going to come and drop it with innermost voice, tiny, very tiny voice. Say, new thing. Don't involve yourself in it, in this. That's why at times we pray for mercy. In my closet, I say, God, in my own info, any area I might have fought out. At times we may use emotion to do some certain presentations because of the love we have for the person. Not even knowing that the person I've heard, he have already opened door for the devil. That's why knowing and doing, I don't like it. That's why I always say it here, nobody is perfect. There's no perfection in humanity. There are things you do with mistakes. You might have even supported somebody in Atekbe, or even when you are supposed to allow them to stone that very person. It is not all the time you allow what is written in the book of John chapter 8, verse 4. According to how it was written, this very woman that was caught in the very act of adultery should be stoned to death. It took Jesus the brain to be able to think, did this woman really want to die? Because this woman have not committed other sin. But due to we are humans, at times we lose emotion unnecessarily. We end up supporting somebody. This life not balanced, guy. It's not balance. That's why we have somebody were telling me today, he said, Chairman, anytime we give you little thing, you send it home. Or we'll be very, very careful to know the people you help at home. You know, my brother, I know the people I help. Every person today, so okay, we back at it for you. We've already know, say, man, you deserve that. Go, my I don't support such evil. That's why I will not be a support to any government who I know that is coming to come and kill the people. That's why today, if you watch it, the administration of Bate who supported 2020, go and look at what he does. At least there was no tiger and lion on the street. Our market women were happy, bus driver were happy, pensioners were happy, children were beat up before they can't get brain. But we are going to be seeing right now the one they are bringing. But they are already telling you we are bringing security, we are bringing a healthcare to come and build a healthcare center. What do you mean of insecurity? Insecurity in our medical healthcare. Insecurity everywhere. In a broad day, like they said, a gubernatorial candidate is one of the 5 agenda what will bring insecurity. Up to now, they did correct it. He's supposed to go to national television and say, okay, please, I'm sorry. But he could kneel down for people who ran election for him. Please, we are going to make use of it. The reason why we elect a leader who can defend. That's why when when Donald Trump was the president for America for 4 years, no country where they beg America. No country. If your country will be respected or your state will be respected, it depends on the respect they have for your leader. Anytime they are on meeting, that's what made them to respect your state. Those states right now have been exposed to any form of whatever. That was why the first thing they did was to disarm the vigilantes, so that nobody question them anything again. You are going to be seeing the uprising. That's what I'm telling you right now. Go, whatever thing you can get, gather yourself. Those states is going to go into armed struggle for them to protect themselves. That was why when it comes to a time, Moses was in the wilderness, but there was a sense why Moses took that staff of office. And God called him, Moses, what is that in your hand? He said a rod. He said, stretch it. If Moses were not having a rod, what would have stretched? Now my head go come stretch. You have to have something. He told Moses, we have fought water before, this another water. Moses, remember your name. You are Moses because you were drawn out of the water. This is another water before you. You go down, we are not just given, just as a name made for 20 campaign. There is a spiritual meaning according to that name. Mira asadalante. Mira e futuro. That word me go down at the look front. What is my name? New thing. I bring new things to activity. What's the other name? What is the other name? Bring it on. You are a coward. Bring it on. Bring it on the street. You can't bring it on because you are not wobby. Bring it on. Maybe right now, a lot of you will be feeling, do you think if I give room for negotiation, for these people to come and bribe me so that I stop insulting them, they will pay. They will pay. They don't know how they are going to penetrate me. That's why you can't even say how you want to bribe me. You've already done my activity. That's why it's even hard for politicians to call me. So that's for this one here. I was talking to somebody which I respected so much. I said, look at this thing is not happening. He said, I blocked it. I said, or where I blocked it and we blocked it. If that thing were not blocked, and it take mercy of God, and the Lord, the God of your ancestors, and your ancestors have for you for that thing to be blocked. This was some of the things where I blocked it. That's why there are some certain things you are going through in life today. If not only very blocked, because if it comes, so for those of you struggling at times, hey, why this is not happening? Then block them. Because if the alarm may flow, who they yet? A lot of you right now go, somebody where you want, or don't get where we go. You know whether that or forgive you. It is not every woman that loses a husband you are supposed to cry, or every man that loses a wife. No. At times, the God of your ancestors removed it. We're not wrong, really. The most important thing, how many of you don't ever suffer that? You say, "Mo, you not deal with me," but you see, but after 2 months, small struggling. After owing all this one, person will just come across a wall, you go no have spiritual things. If God called you, you live one of the most miserable lives. At times you'll be ashamed to tell people, upon this thing, why am I not having this thing? You see other person you are even praying for. Imagine me, I watch TVs in my name. But me, I get dream. At least by now, they carry contract for EU now. I get the material. I feel carry 500 million contract. Yeah, I will be one Yahweh. The brain is there. But the renovation at me yet back or where? What did they happen? Because if they give me now, I cannot do this activity. I'll be very busy. Who to do it? Nobody to do it now. If God knows that this thing is going to make you not to do what he has said, particularly the one that is called by God in the book of Matthew 22, verse 14, he said, many are called. If you are choosing, you live one of the most miserable life. If you are choosing one life was miserable, say, you will get calamity all the time. Even while you go through, that's your assignment. If they make it very rosy for you, you know, concentrate. For example, right now, I'm in Madrid right now. I was given part of Barajas airport. Let's say they give me about 50,000 euro contract. I will so immediately have a bedroom. I know, say, man, before they use 10K, then you the other 10K, you see the flex, they stay hotel, you know. I'll feel run and finish for material and everything, both expensive. I get about 30K. I will not have time to talk about. So thank God again is back. So like as I was saying, I will not be having time to come and tell you or to come and preach this kind of a thing. I will be too big. I will be busy. Either from one seminar to the other, hey, please, on new thing, come and advise us. It might equally be, I don't know. So to rephrase that, it definitely will change the position. But let me tell you the time we'll spend. Even now I get $1, I'll get $1 TV. But by the grace of God, we'll still try and make sure we put everything here the way it ought to be, you know. Now, at the end of the day, as I was saying, then maybe I will not be having time to talk to my people. Either I'm going to be feeling too big and I mean they'll come to insult. Do you know how many insults I get get at time through comment. But thank God right now, God don't settle down. Before he sort for comment, can they pay me? He sort for comment. My own, I just give. If I will see your comment, now me they happy. Call me Mumu. Thank God I be Mumu now, no problem. That's why in every stages in life, in any new level, there's always a new devil. In any new level, there's always a new God. That's why the God that control money, the power that control money, the power that control afternoon, if you offend all of them, it is better say you offend money, afternoon go beg for you. Or you go offend money and afternoon, night go beg for you. If I thought say you offend night, then water will constantly beg for you, say, okay, what's here, or forest, okay, what's here. At the time you offend all of them, my brother, you go nowhere. You go nowhere. That is why today our freedom is lingering, because there are so many persons that were given commitment based on. There's one thing God calling you and say you are going to deliver my people out of Israel. God never told Moses that a time is going to come and you go try reach somewhere. It was not a contract that was signed. It was not a contract that was signed, or Moses were told, okay, I know you will not survive this, but all his mind that liberate my children from Egypt. Imagine somebody that could put them. He could death with Pharaoh. Pharaoh was the most powerful man. Pharaoh was the most powerful man in the world. But to the extent Moses was afraid. Why will I face this very man? To the extent when God called Moses in the Exodus 3 verse 9, he said, I've heard the cry of my people on how the Egyptians are be oppressing the Israelites. He said, I'm sending to go and meet Pharaoh. He said, who be me when I want to go meet Pharaoh? Then after God done, he's like, okay, God don't convince him. He said, I want to tell him. God, you know, say I be someone. God comes, okay, I'll give you a run as a spokesman. He tried to give any, he even read Exodus chapter 4 verse 19 again. God said, Moses said, God, I'm afraid though, I'm not going to go Egypt, they go kill me. He said, all the people that sought to kill you, he said, they are dead. That is why any day Comrade Newton said he's coming to Edo land, and my God never want me. You will not survive what is coming. You will not. It's a covenant. It was scripted. It was scripted. And as scripture they play. So it is called scripture because it was scripted. Pharaoh were defeated in the Bible. So Pharaoh will be defeated in Idu land. It's a promised land. It is not a land that is made for them. He said when they spent people to go and spare the land, he said we are like a grasshopper before them. An evil report came. But that evil report tonight that is coming to you, are we going to be able to remove this Pharaoh from our land? Who want our people to be killed? And come and prophesy on someone today. As it was scripted, it will happen. Not to bring it forth. That's why you have your own role to play. I mean, play that, just pray that the role where you they play, the script where you they act is a maybe better one. Not go the art script where they where they only they shame people. Imagine you going through my comment. Who you are telling idiots, they comment. Agwan my view. No, why am I? I can't. That's why at times I look at some people. I don't. Choosing one at Chebona. If your palace were good, I will not call them useless. A lot of people here comment. And Newton, like one idiot in Dublin, he wrote to me saying, Newton, I don't know where there's a mistake. You said the palace is useless. I did reply him on the comment section. I come to international media to say your palace is useless. Bring it on. That's who we are. It's useless now. The records are there. Then what are you talking about? If my ancestors have not permitted me to say it, I will not say it. Whatever thing I say here, he said, whatever I decree in heaven, on earth shall also be decreed in heaven. Anything that I lose here is also lose in heaven. Anything that I banned here is banned in heaven. We don't need it, we don't need it. Humanity needs liberation. Who am I fighting for? Am I fighting for myself? Is it not for everybody to be good? Okay, how many boys are advocating now? I saw this very idiotic boy. He said, look at their culture. He said, Obakezua Cultural Center, they are bringing about that their destiny. Now, what about that old life of slavery have to do? So that's the culture they want, slavery. That to say, if you see any of these aliens, if they talk about culture, know that they are talking about slavery. Because they want you to naked. That is, you'll be living a chartered life. Anywhere you go, you become a digwetwe. A man will kneel down before a Omani Indian. Now, what kind of humiliating thing is that? Nobody knelt down before the Queen of England, the most powerful woman in the world. It was judged by Nuremberg Code 2.0. A new cock and raw. And thorough, it was executed. If I'm lying, may today execute me also. Here we are. They want us to live like that have not been made for us. If you carry fish out of the water, can it function? This is what they are doing to us today. If you carry fish out of the water, can it function? Now you have been taken away from your original you, and you are not living a different you. And your real you, we are supposed to lead you to your real you. Who deceiving you? You can't survive it like this. The book of 2 Corinthians 5. Verse 17, if you are in Christ, you are a new creature. All things are passed away. Behold, everything become new. It does not mean that you give your life to Jesus. It comes to that when you now know that this Christ consciousness, this is who you are. The very day you know who you are, you become a new creator. Oh, that mental slavery is gone. That is gone. That area is gone. You will even go there. Oh, you king, I want to see your face. If you are man enough, bring out your face. Let me see your face. You look him eyeball to eyeball. Because the secret they have been using to indict and put fear in you that have drained your forefathers and they want to also drain you and transfer it to your offspring. You are there to conquer it. That's what we are giving. I said, we know ya bagba no way yo. Hey man, bring it on. Una never try, una succeed. Which level una never take try? We have to speak the real truth from here. Please, I'm urging no brethren in suffering. Never open door for the devil. Never give play to the devil. Don't try it. This creature, I pray a miracle. It makes you to understand the message in our way, the kind of method you have to use. I told us here there are some mathematics you want to use, quadratic equation, almighty formula, simultaneous equation. Anyone you want to use, you can use. But me, preferably, I always want to use a almighty formula most of the time. I know that anytime I ask for almighty, either the God of my ancestors is going to send the day to come and help me, or they will send powers from the night, or they will send power from the marine, or they will send our ancient father in the bush. Not how a baby so Caliban. I begin to see that baby again so in a those state. But as many that is willing and obedient, that was scripted in the book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 19. He said, if you are willing and obedient, you will eat the fruit of the land. You have a sacrifice to pay in whatever thing. In your freedom, you have a sacrifice. You have a role to play. I told us here, Abraham blesses a man. Have you been able to search out, bring out your, I've given my Isaac here. Chasing what you have not chased in your life. Okay, what you have when I have gone boy along. What you have who they want to know where me or you move. You know, when we entered Europe, nearly 1,000 euro was a very big money. But this time around, 1,500 is so a low amount. Now, if it is by work, when are you going to do that and succeed? That's why it will come to a time you need God to establish you. You are no longer going to pray, God, give me. I no longer pray, God, give me what. I told my elder brother in Valencia one day, or we in the room where brother I got the room when I got tired of ye. God now know the kind of work he's going to give you to make that money. Am I talking to somebody here? Then God will not put you in a place where you can be any money. You walk like rat and eat like elephant. That's why a lot of people today, they play and miss. They say, God, give me what? I want to a month. You go away, say 100 euro. The permanent stay. They will give you fico. The word called Spanish fico. That's if you pray, God, give me money, God. Or give me a job, nigoji. We should mind what we say from our mouth. We are where we are today, not because of our family background. That's why our back is on the ground. It is because of our decision. We think very lowly. Who is going to help us now? They are around the election, and so what? Let them run the election. But there's another thing that is coming bigger than that. You have to protect yourself into armed struggle. You have to go into armed struggle to protect yourself because they are coming. You have been exposed to the highest danger in the world. You no longer have somebody that will go to Abuja when they are at the meeting. Can you sign this thing? The person that's going to go and represent you right now, it was written in the book of John chapter 10 verse 10. It is going to play in Edo State. He said the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill and to destroy. That was why when they were doing their campaign on a global scale, he said, I'm going to be bringing insecurity. I'm going to be bringing using a healthcare center to bring in a healthcare center. They couldn't tell you one better thing that you hear and you marvel that something is coming. And if they are going to act according to their manifesto, you have been exposed already. Insecurity, physically and spiritually. A house that divided, they say itself cannot stand. You can see today, though, automatically have been divided. The elect useless, they are coming with their swords to make sure all it do good to make good the children is being slaughtered. Because a lot of you does not know the reason why some certain things were put it down. And you go see Oba, go and take that two word. Let God open your eye to the meaning of that two word. That you go see Oba mean this, you go see death. They'll start to the use and say you go see Oba. It's not a blessing. It's a demonic saying. Are you say as I say about me? You are there. Be playing. It is time we have to agree the election that they rank and prepare ourselves for what is to come, home and abroad. If at all, the God of our ancestors and their own God of their ancestors want to meet, it is going to be crazy in that town. That town may be a ghost town. Are you not doing training, 100 meters race, training yourself ahead of time that you can pull your forward bag and run 440? Are you been able to do that? That's we have to get set. If I perish, I perish. It was created down. It was not lawful for Esther to go to the palace. Because of Esther's decision, if you go and read Esther chapter 4, Esther will just address as ordinary Esther. Esther. You know, you get the way you take poor. People want to call you, oh, what you Esther? Oh, what you nutty? You get where you go reach yourself. So you see now, I lost some certain person who have respect. Very imagine now, before they accepting mistakenly now to mention your name. If you are a woman, I'm going to call you madam, you have a year. I was chatting with somebody one day who gave us 100 euros. From 100,000. 2 months ago, I shared the testimony here. I was calling her Amma, I be madam. Or when you get here, madam, that we are chatting. Or why are two senior? You know, we're only a sign of respect. I have to explain that. You see, if I want to mention, I already used the word and say, Madam Wasofia, except when I made mistake. But you get the way your level go be. How God go don't elevate you. If you just see the video and they call on the video like that. You must put on bros the video now. Over your hungry, but very maybe any go even a dragon and rob me gualo. He's your fan, but I don't like that. I don't like those kind of people. I don't know why. I don't let me just put this one here to conclude this very video because this network have really disturbed us today. I will be adding the heading later. Let me play it to us of what Pop Daddy said. Because me, I will never be a fan to anybody no bomb. I don't like them. The very day I confirm me, you are into human ritual, my dear, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm going to turn around and start fighting you. I swear to God, I don't support it. And if you know what anybody is doing, Umatamama, you are my enemy. And if you know what that person is doing or what you have done secretly, Umatamama, you are my enemy. You are my enemy. I was not called to support any person doing human ritual. I was not called to support such a person. I'm not called to support it. I don't support evil. I don't support evil. If I know where, look at what you are doing, I will expose you again. I don't stand in the way for those people not to get judgment. No, I don't do it. And if you know and you allow me to do it, you are my enemy. I swear to God, I don't like it. Any person of Boviere is not my friend. I don't do it. I swear to God, it's not my making. No matter I go no Arieme, I'm not there. That's why I keep on wanting this man in America. As a side game and I am on one, and they don't want your wood because you want to make yourself to politically relevant. Stay your activism. If God want to bless you, we bless you. When you go a new way, your motto, God will give. At time God will just bless you. Say, or your tino yako give you your son, a position of my door or what are you not gonna? Then everybody fooling him. Say, I'm making a matter. Yagita. because of this person want lure me. Oshomola days is numbered. We don't know as all of them take day. Waiting make we say, okay, now, mama gualo. So if we are supporting you on no account, if you do that, my dear, God will punish you, join them, eh? If we die, we will not get the freedom. God will just, if you they try a guy, God will punish you, join them, eh? We not can allow food where we not eat, maybe they send for our mouth. My activity is to support as many. Okay, let everyone assume I was one third there before. I have repented. God wants to now use you to liberate us, no problem. We feel say, okay, and now it be like say don't change. But don't use your own reggae to disturb our freedom. I don't like it. You can't use your own reggae to disturb our freedom. Moses made himself an enemy to Pharaoh. You must have to make yourself an enemy to somebody. If you watch it right now, me and the palace, we are not friends, we're going to be friends. This life, what can I go? If every one of you tomorrow, talk about, my dear, hasta luego, eso no me interesa, no me figamiente. Afankulo, all the man come now. Let every one of you decamp and go and say, talk about, my dear, I don't send. All the man come in, I don't follow multitude. If I'm one very waro now, but I like him. That's why I don't want too many friends around me where I can't talk to you. I want a play field whereby whatever thing you are doing, I can talk. If me and this man today now, we are friends, Madraji together, I will not be able to correct him. Look at the blunder he started making recently. Yesterday, as soon as I just finished a video, I saw him on broadcast, rephrasing what he has said before. To render 3 days process for that very man. Those are what correction do. Who God love it change size. Or man way or correct you. But people just be clapping anywhere belle face or tarobona wa lobona wa kie hunesu. Warren nagbona. Don't you know a day will come out to who have do talk him in the keke unyi here. They're not like legacy. Legacy is better than $10 billion. Legacy is better than $250,000. Do what man know why? Legacy. A legacy of Moses, that's why it was created there, Maya Lunana. I know how many of you who are because of Moses say, no matter before who were. I know how many of you who have read story about Esther. If I perish, I perish. Then you took some certain decision. Having the mind that this decision I've taken is going to work. You raising up that consciousness in you. Oh, standing there, wow, just away. If not lele we una rigio do ne yana gle mudiano we gawe no mona or gle man we gle need day. That what happened. The belief system you have in Jesus, that what make it work. If you also believe right now, in the name of the God of I want this problem to go. Now, if you, for the past almost 3 years right now, I no longer bound with the blood of Jesus. Now, which name am I using? Ask me in the comment section. Which name am I not using? If I drop the name of Jesus, maybe at times, and I do Agbo and Gino to our son, you know, you only just shouted, not that the name helped you. I may not come shout, may will not come here. Maybe people not come here, your belief system, or you are working nowhere. No, they no no money, they no protect me. Where do you go? Do I have one of them? Where do we? Where you go? No, now, what name are we now using? The very day you raise up your consciousness, where would the day? If you say you are not going to die, you will not die. The very day you start believing worry and wiggly worry, the very day you accept defeat, you are defeated. That's why when trouble ends, you become an achiever, not a question mark. When trouble ends, you start living in grace. And when great work for you, you live with what you don't labor for. That's why we are a covenant child. So far, we does not open door for the devil. The way it was created in the book of Ephesians 4 verse 27. He said, neither give play. Do your own thing fundamental living it in Westside. Don't laugh upon anybody. Always try to respect people who are okay. There are people right now, if you talk to them, I know people in this very struggle are going or no. You will not go anywhere. Even do what lower than Moses. You just the feeling, you just the rain. Hey, if you don't marry, my dear, you are be programmed the day you are going to step out of the whatever. That's what so you have to say, even reflect. I listen to every divine advice that come to me. I'm powerful, yes, but there are still people I look at today. Even without a man, something may happen to me. I respect everybody. I respect my many our mother goddess. I don't have it for any pastor. I don't have it. Because God is using them to do something good. Those are the people that stand to make sure work we pray. They are going to channel the problem to the God of our ancestors. Did you know in Iduland, everywhere no one and what was saying the whole meeting in Iduland? Did you know? You don't know. If we are talking about ancestors, it's like somebody is calling you a demon. They are the one that died for you. They are just waiting, working now. Let my children make plans. In this their plan, we will breathe on it. They make activism to become very effective. You are tired of any ideology. That's why when we call some certain entity, they are afraid. If what we are saying is not affecting them, then why are they not saying about us? Why are they cursing? If I choose to make myself an enemy to the king, is there anything bad? What have you benefited? Cross whenever you have you and hula huri. Nenu wa no si obana e cardinal no wa. Wa ayeri go no wa bobo. What's an obama na tie we na go no wa bobo. Osioba we hin we asylum. Asylum sika we hin. Me Osioba I'm living a free world. If an oberi anasi, ama we black hin. Dokpa. Wa no me be fi boy ekperi enu tie. Very clean. Only way you are going to see how we many. Hey, Sotiko, telling a Cavesa wa Caliente, a freedom fighter no, who no litador de la libertà many walking. How come we work many cake buha? Wages your query. I can't come away. I walk off your boy, you made Oka Momori. We defend the right of the people here. That's why I want you to bring it on abroad. That's why at the time, Avian was on a campaign and was collecting here. I will put our me Benin we were sending we are saving it. We'll drop it. At the time they unleash on our people, then we submit it here. At the time they start unleash, be collecting it. While the son of man is an assignment to everybody. Let nobody start calling me chairman. You they try. Send me a name, their picture, or what they are doing. Benin, you snap a picture of it. If it is a video no we uno passing threat, happy up and down that they have won, they are APC, they are talk. Write it there, no send there. As one saw the USB. We'll go there, please. Oh, they rang our lesson and they started. He's back again. Funny people. So as I was saying, let nobody start calling you chairman. You they try. No, all hands should be on deck. The weather is really very bad. So, like as I was saying before, he started connecting again. All right now should be on deck. Are these people parabolating up and down, being happy? I haven't seen the manifestos of their principal or whatever who is coming to come and take over whatever admission they want to take up. Please, let's compile their name. Let's do a collective effort. This is no longer time for coming. We're in a different phase where we have to start doing some movement. I will buy we might get a date of better. Okay? Wherever place we drop it. I protested in Brussels before. If I'm going to go to Brussels, any officer enter, they must open door because a picture in my Brussels protest. I still have it up to today. So now just to go there, look at it, they are unleashing upon our people. I don't want to start writing that time. Oh, answering. He will make a protest of office. He are more table. Recommend me to where I can drop this thing and this post will investigate. That's what we are going to do to them, so that they will have problem abroad, they will have problem at home. That's what we are going to do. We must have to whatever it takes to make sure protect our people. A Rome was not built in a day. Putin, you are seeing today, started from somewhere. Ibrahim Traore started from somewhere. Una the Kanu is a human being like you. Who stand to bear the leader of a Brafa struggle. Up to do they head him. Them importance or you word them are they important. They wouldn't have hold him there. But thank God that Joshua is doing incredibly well. I was the one that named that very guy Joshua and I prayed for him. But today he's doing excellent job. So we want Joshua also in the do land that will take us to our promised land. It must happen. Because in everything there must be a leader. We want God to present a leader for us. Wherever place, pray for God to give us a leader. Because the time have come for us to ask for God a leader. Share this video all around. We need to pray, God, give us Joshua. The same way you gave the Israelite Joshua as well to how he was treated when Moses could not continue the journey. Brafa liberation, they have Joshua already. I don't really know whether these people, who did they call it, Ododuwa. I think those ones also have Joshua Sunday Igboho. Whether that one does it the company, I don't know. So we need Joshua in Idu land. We are not talking about just for talking sake. Let's pray for God to give us Joshua. Now it have come like this, that God have already told Moses. On one occasion you disobey, you opened up for the devil. At this very point in time, cannot continue the journey. And we don't want to die in the wilderness. We have to pray for God to reveal our Joshua that we carry out the mantle who will lead us to this transition. You need to be leaded to this transition. It might be you that is watching. This is not creating a WhatsApp group. That's not how to know a leader. I know a lot of people claim names which they cannot defend. Anytime you see good thing coming to your brothers, who do you know, man? You are an idiot. It's not done like that. If any person must benefit from any struggle, are the people who are in the same struggle with you. Because the reason why we are stuck at this junction, because there was one or two things on some occasion that Moses against his ancestors. By not doing sincerity that was fundamental, that was why Joshua told them. Because Joshua never want to make the same mistake. Joshua chapter 24. He said, choose he who you are going to serve. Because Moses never asked them that question. But Joshua copies some certain things from Moses. This was the mistake Moses made. I don't want to make it. Because I may be the last person, the hope of the Israelites, that are going to lead them to their promised land. That is why the Joshua that is coming must have to know what he's doing. And he must have to know that there is need for him to disassociate himself from what other cabals are doing. Joshua called them. My administration is different from the one of Moses. He said, come. Choose who you are going to serve. Whether you are going to serve the God of which land that you dwell it. And Agbami will bomb me. Say, choose one, raise up your hand. He said, whether you are going to serve the God of the Amorite. Just choose. I guess one or two persons raise up their hand. He said, whether you are going to serve the God that is also in the other side of the water. He said, choose. Then it was not time for Joshua to make the pronunciation and say, as for me, I will serve the living God, the God of my ancestors. Please, these are calls. We don't play with this kind of call. Let me see if I can be able to get the person in this other line. Just hold on 1 minute, please. These are call. We don't miss it. Hello, Irela Brokers. Is there anything emergency? Okay, I'll throw it here. Where's it? Now, where's it? Okay, now. Okay, now, okay. Now. Where's it? Please just hold on, please. Let me just also share the instruction matters a lot in life. Instruction makes you not to open door for the devil easily. Don't underestimate anybody. Don't underestimate anybody. There are people I told on how they, what they are supposed to do. Today, the level they are in this very whatever, or big pack instruction matters a lot. Seek advice. If that's why I get win. Things can change. The last meeting our forefather had, maybe Mami Boyajo or something disconnected you that time. That's why we need to listen to each other. This freedom is very critical. Now politics. Whatever thing you do right now, it took another 100 years again. Obaseki were giving birth to because of this very mission. You also were giving birth to because of this very mission. Every one of us were born for a purpose into this world. He said when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Because Joshua have already know the purpose why he was choosing. That's why I asked them, choose who you are going to serve. After all of them have concluded, he said, I for one, Joshua, anointed by God through Moses, I will serve the living God, the God of my ancestors. That was how they, even after they arrived the promised land, instructions they begin to disobey. That was why the Amorite was always unleashing on them. Look at the book of Judges chapter 6. It was when they unleashed on the Israelites. Gideon were not running. At times, when the enemy have not unleashed on you, don't know who you are. If anybody ever tell me, no, a day is going to come, you will be a voice in Edo State. It will me. Now. Even number one man cannot do what I do right now. He can't do it. He had no cojones to do it. If you are not called, you can't do it. No, no. Even if you say what TV. All these aliens were give me a ladder, they go bagger. What you they see my eye? Abiji man lamo wow. Akabaka cannot look me face to face. Wow. If master so say make a come on ground, I go come. You go let's see my eye. We are more lay. Forget say God never today show himself publicly like that. Tell me other person that do my kind of activism with quotes. I'm not only insulting you, I insult you with facts. I know everybody be boast on his own. But no, I'm doing one of the most unique things here. Other people they're also doing their own thing their own way. You know. That's why let not belittle yourself. At times if you belittle people, you are opening door for the devil. Give honor to honor is due. Don't underestimate anybody. I what we all have begun. What do I take begun? You know, soon we do it. Imagine I prayed, God send a helper. Today there are helper everywhere. My so mama na mi go na ma ke million. We don't feel that God is helping us. If not for God, every one of us, thank God for God. If you appreciate God for his finger, he will show you his hand. At the time you appreciate God for his hand, he will show you his face. When God shows you, say your life is good. That's why there's power in appreciation. I appreciate you. Even there are more people have mentioned their name most. Let's say 60% of people have mentioned their name at times on our show. They have not given us dime. But because of comment, not that they have made audio and tough fighting for us. Because you are always here, even saving yourself, even learning from us. I'm telling you today, the people that give money, I'm going to mention here. They are one of our mother here in Italy. I'm going to mention here one day. Brother, they don't mention him, man. Yeah, stop. They don't. Non say. Mais crois que, are you not plus, are you not so? Okay, I know. So, this inappreciation at times, trying to say you can do it alone, it makes you to open door for the devil. Look at the book of Ephesians 4 verse 11. Please, I'm going to be ending the broadcast right now. I think the breaking is really much. We're going to be continuing again next time here. So, in a nutshell, in conclusion of this very vaccine of this activism, let's try as much as we can not to open door for the devil, please. It is very, very important. Let's focus on our commitment. Let don't do what other people are doing. What other people are doing that you are fighting, you are doing the same thing. Nobody can say today, Newton, I gave you money one day, I've used it to bribe you to do this thing. No. I was into this activism, nobody called me. Just okay now, how can I be able to, let me just give this. So please, any of these people, their name, if they be in Facebook, snap it with their pay. If you can get their picture from anywhere, write their name to it. Let be collating names so that when the mayhem starts, will submit their name for EU here. Let's be collating it. Not be everything you think they do. Me, I'm overwhelmed. So we should make it a collective responsibility, please. So today's date, as I've earlier said before, is 24th, Tuesday, 24th of September. 3 days after the day Christ was murdered in Edo State. So 2024. I'm logging out from here. I remain the Archbishop of Activism, the hero for democracy, ambassador for good governance, CEO Salvation for Humanity and Redemption, CEO Civil Disobedience Worldwide, the man with the most sophisticated activism all over the world. If you put body, if your head not strong, not put body, okay? So have a nice day from here. Ciao.